Biden is building a superstructure to stop Trump from stealing the election. I thought this was absolutely fascinating. It's an in-depth investigative report by Rolling Stone magazine. For years, Donald Trump has made it abundantly clear that if he doesn't win, this is Aswin Susbang and Adam Ronsley writing for Rolling Stone. For years, Trump has made it abundantly clear that if he doesn't win the 2024 presidential election, he's willing to cheat and steal it. Biden and his inner circle have been drawing up meticulous plans and creating a large legal network focused on wargaming a close election finish, in which the president and Republican Party launch a scorched earth, big lie fueled crusade. And I guarantee you it's going to happen. Trump was ready to do this in 2016. He thought he was going to lose to Hillary Clinton. He didn't even have an acceptance speech written. You know, he was as surprised as anybody else that he became president, you know, thanks to Mr. Putin's efforts and Mr. James Comey's efforts. So, and the New York Times' efforts in going along with James Comey. So when, but they had, in 2016, they had registered this website, Stop the Steal. And I mean, they were ready. Roger Stone was in charge of this operation. They, you know, because he was the guy who ran the operation back in Florida, or was participating in the operation in Florida back in 2000, which was also called Stop the Steal. And, you know, they were just going to repeat it. Well, I guarantee you it's going to happen again. And it happened in 2020, and now you've got half the Republican Party has gone insane as a result of it. And the RNC is one of their hiring questions is, do you believe the 2020 election was stolen? I mean, this is how weird it's gotten, right? So, according to Rolling Stone, the preparations include planning for a contingency in which Biden's margin of victory is so razor thin that Trump and the GOP launch a tidal wave of legal challenges and political maneuvers to rerun his 2020 election strategy, declare victory anyway, and try to will it into existence. After the 2020 race was called for Biden, Trump and much of the GOP embarked on a sprawling campaign. Well, we all know that. We all remember that. So I think this is fascinating. They've got this closely held list of nightmare scenarios that they think the Trump administration may be pulling out of the bag. In fact, they noted that the list has grown comically long. They have draft pleadings and legal motions for all kinds of possible Trump-related emergencies. They're already written. In critical swing states such as Georgia, Arizona, and Pennsylvania, Team Biden is regularly in contact with outside counsels and outside law firms. One swing state Democratic election official involved in these efforts refers to it as a superstructure of various legal teams and legal operatives. This is a good thing. And the National Party is setting aside tens of millions of dollars in a robust voter protection effort. Because we know that the other thing that's going on, you know, coming into this election, is that they're trying to suppress the vote all across the United States. Right as we speak, Republican secretaries of state in red states that have blue cities, and most of them have large blue cities, are actively purging Democratic voters from the rolls in those blue cities. This started, you know, this has been going on since the Nixon administration, but in the more recent iteration, it started in a really big way in Ohio with, I believe it was Governor Mike DeWine. It might have been a previous governor, but they were sending postcards into black neighborhoods in Cleveland and Cincinnati, cities that have large black populations. And the postcard said, if you want to remain on the voting rolls, please check this box and mail a postcard back. But the postcard looked like a piece of junk mail. And so nobody sent it back. And as a result, they were purging all these people. Well, they got sued. It went to the Supreme Court. And by a 5-4 all Republican majority on the Supreme Court, they ruled that Ohio could keep on doing that. And now every state in the union is doing that, or every Republican-controlled state is doing that, or some variation of it. So this is a real dogfight we've got coming.